Oh, you know, I'm talk about. It was this conversation. I wanted to kind of talk about education. I know it's a weird shift,
Nah,
but
I'm all for that.
all right,
You worked in education, so that actually
yeah.
that tracks.
Wait, did you know that, Max? I worked at a few schools. That was my last So I don't know if I really explained that.
That was your last like on paper gig.
The only job I've ever had outside of comedy is working in schools. Like I worked in a school in North Philly, and then I worked in a school moving to New York. I worked at a school in Brooklyn and Harlem as a paraprofessional.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so I worked 1-to-1 with kids that had like behavior and mental health challenges. And the reason I kind of wanted to talk about education is because it's been this trend of teachers posting online talking about like kids' reading levels, which like is crazy. It's crazy that like this teacher posted a video just saying like y'all kids can't read, y'all need to do better as parents and shit like that.
That's funny as shit though. That's real shit.
No, but then it turned into this back and forth discussion of like whose fault is it? Like, is it on the parents or is it on the kids? And like for me being in schools, I'm torn on it, but I know it's really a collaborative effort.
Everyone failed me. That's why I like to look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's been a collective.
Yeah.
They failed me. School system failed me. After school system failed me.
Yeah, there's no reason to pick a single scapegoat in that situation. I agree with that.
It brings back to what I was saying before, or like earlier. Like, nah, I would like to hear a problem solution. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a problem. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Because that's what it is. People blaming it, but then also, just reading the conversation online, and that's what kind of annoys me with Twitter. Like when I be talking about like the cultured blacks, like when it comes to like the like. So this is the thing with the internet. Twitter, especially like Black Twitter, forgets that it's such a small segment of the actual population. Because the people online, that's usually like the people that are online that get in these discussions are usually like the college educated.
The ankle Americans.
Yeah.
They're not African Americans. The ankles Americans.
Right, yeah, they the ones.
Niggas with their ankles out.
Yeah, they showing up to brunch with no socks on. They forget that it's a whole nother like real world outside these discussions. So
That's a great point actually. Like people really do forget that like online discussions and the way that people even communicate online, it is not the real world at all.
At all. So yeah, people be like, yo, it's on these parents. It's on these parents to teach their kids. And I'm like, y'all say that because y'all parents had the advantages to teach y'all. Like, cause I know for me, right? And my family, your people, you went to college?
Yeah.
Well, like your mom and your dad?
Yeah.
So in my family, I'm the only man that graduated from college in my family. Like I'm the first one to graduate from college.
Well, my dad didn't graduate.
I'm not
He was there partying and shit.
But like I'm the first one to graduate. In my family total, my mom graduated from college. So I think on my mom's side of the family, my mom is the first one to graduate from college. And I think on my dad's side of the family, my aunt graduated. I think I have an aunt that graduated, but then other than that, like it's really just me, my mom, my aunt.
No grandparents went?
No, my grandparents. My grandparents is like on my dad's side, fresh from Jamaica.
Oh, okay.
My grandma, she
was
had
counting coconuts.
like it was straight. It was straight to work. It was straight to work for them.
1 coconut, 2 coconut, 3 coconut.
And like my mom's side of the family, I never met my mom. Like my mom's dad, he passed when she was like real young, and then my grandmother, she had my mom at a real young age. Okay. So I say that to say, for me, like in my family, I have like a bunch of older cousins and shit that's like real proud of me. But it's like legit the only difference from me and them is that like legit like my mom's education. Like my mom education and having some stability there. And that'd be the big difference between like like whether you get in trouble or whether you stay like on like a certain path. Like it just be that little bit of stability.
Like the examples and shit.
Yeah. So from me working in schools, right, when people start blaming the parents, I'm like, yo, I get what you saying, but I've seen some situations where it's like, it's not the parents at all. Like all right, so the last kid I work with, right? I worked with this kid at the school in Harlem, and when I got to the school felt like he needed extra emotional support. And this kid, when I got there, he was in 3rd grade. His mom was in hospice care. His mom was in hospice. I had cancer. Then like she eventually passed. And y'all know how it is, like being in New York, like cost of living, stuff like that. So now his dad got to work all these hours. It's like, as a kid, if I'm not dealing with this shit, I don't care about learning.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I care about, especially around this time where it's like, you want me to learn? You like, as a 9-year-old going through this shit, you think I care about school when I got Fortnite and Tekashi? Like, it sound funny, it sound crazy, but it's like,
Yeah, those are probably his only outlets to like
right,
express frustration, because school don't let you express frustration at all. They penalize anything.
right, yeah, exactly. So it's like, if I gotta choose between, yo, my dad at work right now, I gotta teach myself this stuff that I don't understand, or I could just play the game and listen to this A Boogie.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna listen to that. So that's all. Like, yeah, with the education conversation, man. And then with people posting shit online, like the teachers posting online about, I'll fuck a teacher up if I saw my teacher posting like, these kids can't read. Even if my kid is the one kid in class that can read.
I'm just saying, like, you gotta admire the brazen attitude and approach that they're taking with it, because like they really believe that. Like,
What?
I'm gonna write this down. These kids can't read it. I'm just put this on the internet. It's not like they can figure out what it says. Like, yeah. You know,
Teachers be gassed.
that's confident,
up
bro.
these days,
Like,
yo.
Teachers be what?
They be gassed up. They're like, we're heroes and we don't get paid anything. It's like, I mean, yeah, but chill the fuck out. You know? So you're not the first. It's like they be acting like cops and shit.
Like, you know
How cops be thinking like we're the one line between order and chaos. It's like, you serve a purpose, but
yeah, relax.
Yeah.
take it easy.
I personally think that the education system, as far as it is now, is outdated.
I
think that
it's very outdated.
I think that the
by
approach,
thousands of years.
I think the approach is completely outdated. I think that we learned during the pandemic that schooling, as far as it really does point out the importance of the socializing aspect behind it. Because I know that there was a lot of people damaged from having to be home for that long. And same thing with school.
and
you know,
that's
I think
another
it's a
thing,
complete
yeah.
dissociation from it. But the model is like, bro, there's no more factory jobs. Nowadays, we need to move forward with more innovation, more development. And like, bro, no one wants to sit through like a pre-algebra class.
There's a new fucking iPhone every year.
We gotta get these kids back in the coal mines.
Yeah, bro, like, come on, man. Let's stop acting like, I was raised that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a blue collar. Like, yo, get out there and do it, bro. We don't want to sit.
No,
My
that's
parents never
a fucking
supported
good
like,
point.
No,
yeah.
but school
What I'm doing
definitely-
now, my parents didn't support this when I was a kid. They was just like, nah, bro. You want to do what? You want to record things? You want to be get the fucking
No, but
do
school,
a job, bro.
School definitely is outdated in the sense of, you go to school, you get 7 subjects and lunch, right? Now I could be great at 5 or 6 of these subjects, and I'm terrible at one. And because I'm terrible at this one subject, now I got to get left back.
Yeah, that shit's so fucking
Like, it's really
stupid.
crazy when you think about it like that. I'm proficient at reading. I'm amazing. I'm amazing at math, but because I'm terrible at chemistry,
Yo, that was the first thing that came to my mind, because I'm terrible at chemistry.
now my whole summer gotta be fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. And it's like, a lot of kids don't see the practical use for shit like that. And having a hands-on approach that shows you, like, this is something that will really help you out in life. You know, like, we're going to take you to this thing. You're going to work a full day's work, and you're going to see why you should know this shit. But we can't really justify none of this shit. Because really, like, schools were made to put motherfuckers in factories and shit. There didn't need to be a justification. Sit down, listen to what you told, and go deliver milk to these motherfuckers. Like, that's really all this shit was.
And then also, like you said,
Like,
man,
niggas was really delivering milk, dog.
The school
We
bell
don't do that
system
no
is
more.
incorporated of that of a factory. It's supposed to train you to move sessions and carry on throughout the time of a bell. It's noise association.
wow.
Yeah, it's very psychological.
But
It's it's conditioning.
Yeah, it's fucking classical conditioning. What is that? Freud, the
but
dog.
Yes.
but like you said, you made a good point too. Like mentioning the pandemic, So like when these teachers are saying these kids can't read, it's like you forget they had their school year just shut down in the middle of nowhere. Like you going to school one day, and then all of a sudden that Friday is the last time you see your friends. That's the last
for
time
3 years.
Yeah, that's the last time you see your teachers. And then when you do see your teachers, now y'all expect me to teach myself?
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah,
not wrong at all.
Like the 2020 school year ended, and now I'm supposed to teach myself at home, and then to put the blame on the parents, where it's like my kid is now homeschooled, but I still got to go work at the office, or I still got to work in person. So
He's just at home jerking off.
Yo, I had a preteen during the pandemic. I'm like, yeah, bro, it was wild. Like, I thank God for his mother, bro. Let's put it like that. Like, then she held down everything, and my wife comes from a very like intelligent lineage. Her mother master's degree, like my wife college degree, and then there's like my side. So like, you know, I kept the lights on, but she kept it going. But it was really a struggle. You see the mental dynamic that shifts within a lot of these kids post them having to go back to school. Like, even now, I watch the way that they walk in, little head daps, and I'm pretty sure they're all standing around having a conversation via text. Like, just standing in a circle, but just not actually talking. Like, it's weird. But, I mean, what you going to do, right? I say we bring back MK Ultra. I think that we need to just really tune some kids up.
Just give them LSD and shit.
Imagine if, now hear me out, though. Imagine if that had worked out, like, positively. Yeah. Imagine it's like, yo, I'm going to give all these kids LSD, but, like, we going to have, like, 6 poets and a few doctors out this bunch. Like, that's a good game, man.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, think about it, man. Everything in history is the way it is because it didn't work out. All right, imagine if it did.
Because it sounds crazy to say that. Like, it sounds like people might hear that and say, damn, that sounds wild to give a kid LSD. But I've been in situations where I see these kids, schools, like school systems, they aren't really looking for solutions for the kids. They're looking for solutions for the teachers, for the adults.
Yes.
So I work with this one kid that he would be diagnosed with having like oppositional defiance or ADHD. So he was placed on medicine.
Adderall?
No, I'm not sure what.
That's fucking meth.
I'm not sure what his prescription. I'm not sure what his prescription was exactly, but it would just tire him out to the point where
a downer. Yeah, I got you.
It would tire him out to the point where he's in class and it's like he's not even like really there. He just wants to sleep.
Niggas just on heroin.
Yeah, so
no real shit. Niggas on heroin.
So those are the
opiates.
Yeah, so now you got this kid that he's not actually learning how to deal with his true self. He's not learning how to I don't want to say control, but he's just not. You have a kid that's not learning how to channel his energy into something positive.
You've stunted brain development at that point. That's what it sounds like you're describing. You've stunted brain development at that point. You've slowed it down to a point that he can't progress.
Right. And now the other days when he is on the medicine, he just wants to sleep. And because he's sleeping when he should be learning, now he's just missing more of the subject, but getting passed along. And now this frustration is just growing.
Yeah. How you expect these kids to believe in the future that like we put forth for them? Like, how you expect these motherfuckers to believe in society when it turns out if a disease comes out, we don't have a plan?
See, that's the part that bothers me. See, I think that's like a narrative I try to push forward, like my kids, my nephews and everything like that. Like, just because of how I came up, like my father was big sci-fi guy, but once again, like blue collar, like electrician, put everything together. So like incorporating those two things made shit interesting for me. As a product, though, I definitely support the No Child Left Behind act. Go me.
You said you do support No Child Left Behind?
I'm a product of it, so fuck yeah. Once again, like I said, here's the biggest thing. I try to encourage this with everyone. Like, it seems that we've reached a point, and it's crazy because it goes all the way to music. Like, I don't know if you heard the new Glorilla track, where it's the Omeli beat. No, what beat is it? It's the Uchi Wally beat.
I haven't.
And her using the term cha-cha-cha somehow.
But no, I will say Gorilla is definitely No Child Left Behind music.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. I love that shit. Yeah. Like, I got no beef with that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is there's no creative points left. That's why I said innovation is something that seems to be a dumbed down, and I really think that's because of the education system. You want to kind of will out what you're limited to do. Imagine if we just like sat down with kids and was like, "Yo, what are you interested in?" Okay, you know what? If you're really for it, let's pursue something in that direction. And think about the innovation that can really be grown instead of teaching people the same metrics over and over that no one really gives a shit about.
Kids need better examples too. Like some kids got like an example of somebody they could look up to at home, but just even those kids, they should have a better example because a teacher, who the fuck want to be like their teacher? Like I've had teachers where I'm like, why the fuck should I listen to you? Like nigga, I don't want to be. I don't want to do nothing that you doing.
Right, and then
you don't got no bitches.
and then when right,
like as a kid, you thinking that type of shit.
Right, you either looking at the teachers, the teachers, you either looking at them like, man, these teachers corny as shit, or on the other hand, you got the teachers that's trying to fuck the kids. So it's like, I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to listen to no teacher that's out here trying to get 13-year-old dick.
Yeah, it's either nothing or underage. I'm cool on that shit. I don't want to be in this profession.
Yeah, you know it's wild. And you think about all that involved, and you think that in the entire system, the janitor is probably the one with the best job out of everyone. Like technically, yo, you got the best pay, and everyone shits on that dude. And then you become older and you go, "Fuck, I wish I could get a janitor job."
Do they really get paid better than the teachers?
Yeah, in some cases they really do.
Damn,
it's kind of shitty.
I mean, being a janitor is a hard job.
Yeah, 100%. But I mean, like, they're not entrusting children's futures. They're just sweeping and mopping. And I'm not saying that. Not saying that as a point of comparison. That's self-acknowledgement. Like, I know what I do.
No, but janitors, they really don't get the appreciation that they deserve. Because I remember, like, you remember being a kid and like it used to just seem like it was always a nigga throwing up in school.
Yeah.
And the janitor would always just come around throwing down sawdust. Like, yo, that's how you know they was feeding us horrible. Yeah, it was like every day they got the janitor just throwing down sawdust in the middle of the hallway.
Yeah, they were just eroding our stomach lining and shit with these fucking horrible pizzas.
Like, it was no reason. Yeah, it was. And that's why
I love French bread pizza, bro.
I love that shit too.
And then you wonder why the kids not learning. It's because they in here eating corn nuggets with fucking chocolate milk.
Unless they're willing to give like an absurd amount of money to schools, like governments are like, fuck it, we gonna give them the same amount of war money that we give the war that we give the schools. Unless they willing to do that shit, I don't really see no problem getting resolved.
Well, that's the thing, though, but even then, I think that, and this is the conversation I was having with my wife about my son's school. My son's school is dedicated towards towards culinary arts, which is what he wants to do, which is the reason that we have to go through the most to get him to school and everything. But in my mind, it's going to pay off because it's something he actually wants to do.
Right? Yeah.
If we found more outlets like that or created more lanes, like, bro, how many people you know right now want to, like, especially in a young age, want to be a rapper?
Yeah.
Okay, you know, one of the best things I ever thought came around was the people who started branching out the schools that were teaching engineers. You know what I'm saying? Or you can learn like business music, or if you want to do videos, you can learn like there's different lanes that bro, secretary school ain't a thing no more, bro. Like that is a dub. Like,
no, we definitely need like, cause it's like if you telling a kid, yo, I'm gonna suspend you from school, and they go to like a regular school, they're like, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to know nothing about this shit. I don't want to be a fucking whatever the fuck the options appear to be here. But if you going to school for a specific thing, you're like, this is what I want to do, and they threaten you with like, if you keep fucking up, you're not gonna be a chef.
yeah,
They're like, damn,
it's gonna hit harder.
I'm trying to be a chef. Like I'm gonna take care of this shit.
Or like you said, we bring back the coal mines, bro. I don't think that's a bad option. Like, let's be real. Would you think that China is making all the progress that they are by using everything to their full potential? Those little kids, they go to school in the morning and they work in at night. That's a good deal.
No, that is true.
That's a good deal, bro. That's well rounded right there.
That is true. That is why like Asians. That's why Asians are doing so great in our society here in America, because you got a bunch of like young Asian kids that are like going to school, and then after school they working at the store.
Yeah,
they don't got like as many dreams. Niggas got too many dreams.
See, but I don't think that's the case though. I think that's actually the thing. I think that people share the highlight of what a dream. I don't think people have individual dreams that much anymore.
No, but I mean, like, you ever, like, you know how like you'll go to the Chinese store to get like you'll go to get an egg roll and some peanut chews, and there'll be an 8-year-old just in there running the store by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're actually getting to apply themselves.
Yeah,
with the shit that they learning.
That's what I'm saying. Well, even then, it's just I support just good work ethic.
Yeah.
Like you get in there, like, man, that's right. You get in there, and bust that ass.
I mean, anywhere where the kids own, like, if you own businesses, your kids always gonna be better off. That's any community.
Yeah, 100%.
Anywhere you go.
That's why we gotta get some black owned Chinese stores.
West Side style. That's like with the West Coast generally. Like, there's a lot on the West Coast, right?
What?
Like black Chinese.
I'm not trying to get no General Tso's chicken with parsley sprinkled on top of it. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that, baby.
You know, yeah.
Nah, man, I think that we need to push more like
Yo.
engineering shit for kids, man.
You don't want no orange chicken with brunch boots?
It actually sounds good. Once again, not missing, bro. I feel like you're trying to make a point, but I'm sitting there like,
Yeah.
all right, go on.
You ever had that iced tea with salt around the rim? Like, why you got salt around the rim of a plastic fucking container? Doing too much.
Yeah, I'll paint
That actually be a fire idea. Like, we really should do like black brunch style Chinese food.
Yeah.
Because it's super easy food to make. All you gotta do is cornstarch, fry shit, rice,
Order and just upcharge it.
grass wall,
Oh,
neon lights.
that's it.
Yo,
Should we delete this so nobody take it? I'm starting this.
Imagine going in the Chinese store and you see a grass wall on a bulletproof glass.
Yeah, bro. That sets the ambiance.
Yo, you definitely gotta have bulletproof glass if we gonna do that. We should definitely cause they like sell us fucking wigs. So why can't we sell their food?
Yo,
Like Chinese people be selling wigs and baby formula and shit, and like shit that we need. We can sell that shit. When's the last time you bought a do-rag from a nigga? You know what I mean? Like,